Vande Mataram students, one more time I am welcoming you all in our school YouTube channel, and we are today going to study about the second part of the chapter, that is a bicycle in good repair. Okay, he then said that while he was about it he would see to the chan for me at once began taking off the gear case. I did try to dissuade him from that, I told him what an experienced friend or mine once said me solemnly, if anything goes wrong with your gear case, sell the machine and buy a new one. It comes cheaper. Okay? Now, and that is saying that completely he wants to interrupt him, but he was not going to accept, but he was completely taking the gear case out. And it is because writer was explaining that sometimes one time a friend that had told him that if something is going wrong in gear case, then you should not change it, while you should purchase a new cycle. Okay, because it comes so much cheaper. It is because he said people talk like that who understand nothing about machines. Nothing easier than taking off a gear case. Means who are not able to know about machines, they should not take out their gear case because they want to be able to maintain this. Okay, it is because I had to confess he was right. Whatever he was saying, I had to accept that he's right. In less than 5 minutes, he had to gear case in two pieces lying on the path and was growling for screws. He said that it was always a mystery to him. The way screw disappeared means within the next 5 minutes he had aparted that gear parts also. Okay, and he had screwed and unscrewed each and everything, and now he was at his was mystery to him the way screws disappeared, and always, one more time he had lost screws. Common sense continued to whisper me. Stop him before he does any more mischief. You have a right to protect your own prosperity from the ravages of a lunatic. Okay, I was thinking now I should stop him because if he would be continuing doing the same thing, I want to be able to make him understand that why he should not do anything. Take him by the scruff of the neck and kick him out of the gate. Means I want to make him out of the gate because he was not accepting my plead. But I am weak when it comes to hurting other people's feelings, and I let him muddle on. I can't do this because completely I am very touched to emotion, very closer to emotions. I means completely I feel so much about emotions. I think he gave up looking for the rest of the screws. He said screws had a knack of turning up when you least expected them, and that now he would see to the chain. He tightened it till it would not move. Okay, he was tightening again and again the chain, and the till the position when that chain was not moving even. Okay, next he loosened it, and again he loosened it until it was twice loose. That is why before. Means he was not able to do anything in particularly in perfect debate is because he was sometimes tightening, then tightening only, and losing, then losing only. Okay. Then he said we had better think about getting the front wheel back into its place again. Okay. Now he said that completely we are going to place again the same wheel in the same manner that it was earlier. I held the fork open. As it was instructed to me that completely held you should hold that fork, and it is because I held the fork open, and he worried with the wheel. At the end of 10 minutes, I suggested. Okay, so at the end of 10 minutes, what happened? Let's know. So turn on page and let's know what did happen. Yeah, I suggested that he should hold the fork and that I should handle the wheel, and we changed places. At length, we did get the things into positions, and the moment it was in position, he burst out laughing. Okay, I said, what's the joke? He said, well, I am an ass. Okay, because he was not getting anything. It is because he had said to himself an S. He said, well, I am an S. It was the first thing that he had said that made me respect him. I asked him what had led him to the discovery. He said, we have forgotten the balls. I looked for my heads. It was lying topsy-turvy in the middle of the path. He was cheerfully positioned. He said, well, we must put back all we can find and trust to Providence. as the writer had kept those balls, iron balls, that we had studied in first portion of this video. So though those ball also had lost, it is because he was saying and he was laughing and he was saying that completely how much we will get, we will have to place that, and completely we will have to find each and every ball, because without those balls the cycle will not move even. Okay, we found 11. We fixed 6 one side and 5 on the other, and half an hour later the wheel was in its place again. It need hardly be added that it really did wobble now. A child might have noticed it. He said it would do for the present. Means when they were searching for the balls, there were 16 balls, but they found only 11 because 5 balls had lost, and they placed those 11 ball one side 5 and another side 6, and now it was wobbling very, it was so much wobbling, and writers think that even a small child can notice that the wheel is wobbling now, but he said that completely it is presently moving only, after that it would be, it won't wobble. I said watching you do this, this is a real to use to me. It is not only your skills that fascinates me. It is your cheery confidence in yourself, your inexpressible hopeful that does me good. Means writer said to him that I am not attracted by your skills, while I am attracted by your confident level. Then completely you don't know anything about the cycle, but you did, you unscrewed many parts, and you also again you jointed, even you don't know anything, being so confident you are doing such kind of thing, it is because I am impressed. Thus encouraged, he set to work to refix the gear case. He stood the bicycle against the house and worked from the off side, then he stood the against tree and worked from the on side. Means he was placing that bicycle after getting that completely appreciation marks, appreciation words, appreciative words from the writer. He started to fix those parts again, and now this was turned to fix gearbox and placing that cycle on the wall of my house. He started to place again. After that, after some time, he placed, and uh, he placed on the in support of a tree, and he worked about on side. Then I held it for him while he lay on the ground, his head between the wheels, and worked about as below, and dropped all upon himself. Then he looked it away from me and doubled himself across it till he lost the balance and slid over on his head. Means he was doing each and everything like in a funny way, in very funny way he was doing, and as he was so much interested to do such kind of things, then he lost his temper and tried bullying the things. The bicycle, I was glad to see, soft spirit, and the subsequent proceeding degenerated into the little else than a rough and tumble fight between him and the machines. He was now fighting. That completed is said that a half-learned person always learn with it tools. Okay, so he was also fighting with it tools. Okay, fighting with the machine only, being angry on him, on that machine. One moment the bicycle would be on the gravel path and he on the top of it. The next position would be reversed. He on the gravel path, the bicycle on him, because he was doing in the same way. Sometimes he was on the gravel path and bicycle was on him, and after that sometimes bicycle is downside and he was on the gravel path. Okay. Now he would be standing flushed with victory, the bicycle firmly fixed with when between his legs, but his triumph would be short-lived, because as he had worked very carelessly, it is because one can say that after that it won't run, cycle will won't run completely. Okay, and what happened, by a sudden quick movement it would free itself and turning upon him hit him sharply over the head with one its handle, because if there were 16 balls then it should be always only placed 16 ball, but he was not doing that, and it is because writer was confident that that cycle won't run as it was running earlier. Okay, because he had not done the things in right way, in proper way. Okay, so let's turn on the page and let's know that what happened on the next page. At a quarter to one, dirty and disabled, cut and bleeding, he said, I think that will do. and rose and wiped his brow. Okay, the bicycle looked as it also had enough of it, which had received most punishment. It would have been difficult to say. I took him into the play kitchen, where, as far as was possible, he cleaned himself. Then I sent him home. That person again tried to run that bicycle, and it is because he fell down and there were cut and bleeding, and it is because he rose and completely wiped his brow. And okay, so after that, after seeing my cycle, I realized that completely my cycle was given punishment by that boy, by that person. Okay, and it is because taking him to the kitchen side and making him wash. After washing his wound and telling now to go, I told him to go to home. Okay, so dear students, this was explanation of the chapter A Bicycle in Good Repair. Earlier, as you know, completely I had uploaded first part of this video. It was second part. Okay, so let's know. It was very short. It was not short, but completely it was a chapter that is telling about a cycle and repairing. That is not so much content in it, but whatever content is given there, you should read, you should understand it. But still, if you are in doubt, then you can ask to me, putting the message on my WhatsApp group, in our WhatsApp school group. And after that, if you are getting any kind of hesitation, then you can put the message on my WhatsApp number given in WhatsApp group, and can put your message in our school YouTube channel, by which I would be able to, by that way only I would be able to dedicate your problems, to solve your problems. Till that, take care, keep enjoying, be safe, and pray to God for well future of our human beings. Vande Mataram.